What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM production empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM production empire. Back with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dvmpe.com. Groovy.
All my friends are out on the town tonight. I'm staying in. That's right, I'm staying in and talking on the stupid chat line. 1-800-STUPID. And if you're thinking to yourself, hey, you're missing a number, you're right. We're going to talk about things that I want to talk about, like
balloons getting banned.
Or
Poop doping.
You can figure out anything you want to talk about. The stupid headline is there.
I know what I want to do this weekend. I don't want to be out in a hot club getting all sweaty and stinky. I want to be in the comfort of my home, talking to cool people about things that really matter.
Things that are important to me, like
9/11 was an inside job.
What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on the DVM production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to. Are you ready for some stupid? A Thursday night recording. We can't use this intro anymore because I got too drunk and said some mean things, so we replaced you with a newer singer. I think that's why they changed it.
I think so too.
I think you might have said some like super racist shit or something.
Probably.
Like, you know what? We should probably get Faith Hill to come in and sing this.
I mean, she's better to look at anyway.
Oh, wait, then wasn't she just replaced too by Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood, yeah.
Man.
It's a thankless job singing Are You Ready for Some Football?
I guess sometimes I'm ready for a sporting event, but I don't want to be too invested because as soon as I get into it, you're just going to change up who's asking me. So, all right. I think we just gotta start off with a very important story that
so important.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with the opening stories we've had lately of obnoxious things that involve celebrations. So there's
like kids graduating kindergarten.
Well, I mean,
you're supposed to.
This could happen at that event. Have you ever been to an event where they release balloons as like a celebration? Like, yay, balloons in the air. No. So you haven't felt the rush that is a balloon
doves at a wedding.
Was one of them dead?
No. They throw it up in the air and it comes right back down.
Well,
it's a metaphor of your marriage.
Well, there was a video online that I saw like a month or so ago.
No.
Where they got, I don't remember if it was, I think it was some kind of a ceremony where they released doves as like a symbolic gesture.
And then a hawk comes out of nowhere.
That probably would have been better. This was right by the highway.
Rain's blood.
And like the dove flew and got just destroyed by a semi-truck.
Oh no.
You just see the crowd go, oh, this is a thing.
I've seen the fire balloons sent off. You know, the ones like they're like mini air balloons.
Oh, you mean the
Chinese
lanterns.
Chinese lanterns.
Chanting.
Yeah.
The chanting lanterns.
Chanting lanterns.
The chanterns?
The chanterns, you know. Shorten it up. We don't have time. Chinese lanterns? Yeah, chanterns.
Yeah, we don't have time. We have time to riff on it, but we don't have time to say Chinese lanterns.
So we got to say chanterns.
Yeah, so we got these chanterns. Have you ever released a chantern?
Yes.
How long did it take for it to like you lit it and you're just holding it now? Like, are you there for an hour?
No. It's really quick.
Like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, because it'd be weird. Like you're standing there and you're like,
you're like,
I had things to do.
I want a drink.
I nicknamed these chanterns so I didn't have to stand here and talk about them that long.
Right, and now I'm holding this forever. No, it didn't take very long.
Well, I've never gotten to do that, but I think first time I ever saw that was in Karate Kid 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, they do cool stuff in
Did
karate
they do that,
movies.
or was it the floating things?
It was the floating
that was
things.
the floating candles.
Which, same message, just different
Yeah.
mode of transportation. They took a boat instead of an airplane, whatever. Right. Either way, they moved fire.
Right. It's fire transportation.
Hey, we need to get the fire over there. Let's make a whole ceremony out of it.
Yeah, I was going to figure it out.
It's like, oh, just have a whole to-do. So in New Jersey, so we're already kicking it. I started saying something, and then I stopped. I was like, you know what?
Kicking it.
I'm not even going to... Jersey doesn't even deserve the rest of that insult.
It's like a Beastie Boys interruption. You'd be like, you know what? I was just, kick it.
Just kicking it with these chanterns.
Right.
In New Jersey. Saving so much time already. Like
We call it Nuger.
Yeah, the Nuge.
We call it Nuge.
Man, we're like 4 minutes in this podcast. Save so much time.
Save so much time talking about chanterns and Nuges.
This is like 30 seconds of content in 4 minutes. You're welcome.
You are welcome.
You know what? If you played this back, you could play it back at like 4 times speed and just not understand any of it.
Right. Chantern.
So, Senator Jim Whalen. So, all right, we're already doing great. We got something going on in the government.
Jim Way?
Yeah, Jim Way.
The big old J Way. Send J Way. Got it.
That reminds me of the terrible gymnastics movie. What was it called?
No, you can talk. We can talk about this at length. I've already saved time by not saying his name the full way. Go ahead. We have time to burn.
Stick It.
Yeah.
So it's a gymnastics movie. There was a girl in there. I think her name was like Wei, and for some reason, my buddy and me, whenever we were working at Best Buy, we would put that movie on whenever it was on, like on DirecTV. We'd put it on in the break room, and we'd just be screaming Wei at people.
We worked at a video store, and we put The Cutting Edge on repeat one day.
Oh my god!
Just over and over.
Have you seen the sequel?
Toe pick. No, I'm a purist. I will.
Thank you. Someone gets it. I didn't even know they made a sequel until like a couple years ago.
Cutting Edge 2, or I call it the Kedge.
Kedge T.
Kedge 2.
Some of those Kedge T's.
Kedge 22.
No.
Damn it.
They better not make 20 more of those movies.
Yeah, I know, right?
We
get it. He played hockey. She didn't.
Well, no, this time around, she played hockey and he didn't.
What?
It's a catch-22.
Wow.
So Jim Whalen he sponsored a bill that was introduced last month that would ban the release of balloons because they're a significant source of litter, can be dangerous around power lines, and threaten sea turtles and other wildlife that mistake balloons for food.
Yeah, they choke on balloons.
Yeah, it is a real thing. Because when these balloons, they eventually come down. You don't just release them. You're like, okay, they're in space.
They're in space now.
Just like,
aliens are like, it looks like they're having a party. Well, we shouldn't go bother them today. You wouldn't want to interfere.
Yeah, they got plans. We'll call them next week.
You're going to say the astronauts?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, NASA stopped going to the moon because, like, there's so many balloons in the way.
So many balloons at the International Space Station. Oh, looks like Timmy's having a birthday party. Would have been nice to be invited.
I mean, he said I'm his favorite, so I don't understand.
Are those Transformer balloons? Sweet.
So yeah, they want to release ban the releasing of large groups of balloons.
Ban the balloon.
Ban the balloons. What it was, they want to make it a rule.
Make it shorter, call it balloon.
So states like Connecticut and Florida have already banned the release of 10 or more balloons at a time. So you can release 9 balloons in the air.
Fuck you.
Wait a minute, release 9 more. Like, no, it's 21 balloon salute.
It's 18.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can release them.
Okay.
Release it.
It's like, and then someone's got 3. I was like, wait a minute. Timmy's.
Yeah.
And then they tackle him and pepper spray him.
Too
much.
Son of a bitch.
Too much. It's my birthday.
It was your birthday. Now it's the day you can remember always as the day you got hospitalized and never left.
Why you can't see straight anymore. No, so yeah, so you could do 9 and then someone else could do 9 and it'd be like, okay, or, I mean, it's like individual.
In Connecticut and Florida, yes. But yeah, they want to have this bill.
Shit you can get away with in Florida, and they're worried about balloons.
People are eating each other. They are literally eating each other. And they're like, but don't release too many balloons.
Yeah. I blame the balloons.
Yeah.
They're overstimulated.
Or maybe they're just so angry. Like, if I could look at like 14 balloons in the sky right now, I'd be so calm.
Eat your face.
Well, here's 9. Okay, well, I'm just going to bite your hand off then. I'm going to cripple you.
Bath salts.
So there's as if it's not enough to have a rule to ban the release of balloons. There is the balloon lobbyists are planning to meet with the bill sponsor, Jim Way, because they're trying to persuade him to drop the measure. The Trenton-based Balloon Council stopped a similar attempt in New Jersey 3 decades ago and spent more than $1 million in the past 5 years lobbying legislators against regulations. Do you understand what I just said? They've spent $1 million in the past 5 years saying, "Come on, let's have a party."
So, Senator, brought you out here to this very, very, very expensive steak dinner.
Oh, yes, it's quite nice. Thank you. I've always wanted to try this place, so it's just way out of my price range.
Now, I was talking to some other people, and I was like, Senator, how do you say your name?
Gavorchevich.
Senator Gavorchevich.
Gavorchevich. Yes, it's a KH, but it's pronounced as a G.
Well, Senator Kevorkian, I got to tell you, I said that you're a fan of the balloon, and you're a friend of the balloon.
Well, I hope you're not just blowing hot air.
Oh, hold on a second. It's a sword. Here you go.
Oh,
that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
We in the balloon lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you play with that. We in the balloon lobby.
Hold on. Watch my trick. Yeah.
I think you're a natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you, if this law passes, there won't be any more of those.
What?
No more sword balloons. No more balloons made to look like flowers. No more doggies.
But I just became so happy.
Hang on a second.
Pop. Oh.
I know it hurts.
No, I have a heart problem.
Oh.
Give me my pills.
Well, I'm going to have to ask you to pledge in favor of the balloons.
They're in my coat pocket.
We'll get to those pills in a minute.
Left side.
Left side, right. You want to be on the left side of freedom.
Please.
Freedom is balloons.
I need my pills.
Right, and we need you to pledge that you will be in favor of the balloons.
Somebody call a doctor.
Call a doctor and tell him you want balloons.
I don't care. Just give me my pills.
I'm going to need a firmer commitment on that. I'm sorry, did you say balloons?
Pigs.
I think you said pigs.
Balloons.
Balloons. Okay, can we get him his pills? Come on, can we get him his pills? Here we go. Oh, I think he died.
I'm kind of going to stick around for a few more years.
No, I'm pretty sure he died.
No, I'm thinking
I think
stay
you...
around if you just give me some water.
No, I'm sorry, Senator Kvorchevich has died. We're going to have to replace him with somebody a little bit more balloon-friendly.
Oh, hi, my name is Sam. I heard you guys are looking for some balloon-friendliness.
That's right, just push him off the chair.
Oh, I was intending to.
Peggy, yeah, you're going to make you senator. You're going to be the balloon senator. Just let a man die in the middle of a steak place. Morton's will never be the same.
You mean Fridays?
Sure. It's Lone Star. This very, very, very expensive steak.
So the Balloon Council spent $1 million, which is awesome.
Not the BC.
Yeah, it's true. They're referred to as a powerful lobbying group. So Dan Florio of the Princeton Public Affairs, which is the lobbying group that represents the Balloon Council, saying that the bans are a threat to a lot of mom and pop businesses in the balloon industry, and it creates a negative narrative about balloons, which is unfounded.
My ex-girlfriend's parents did balloon sculptures.
Oh my God, they represented Big Balloon?
They were a big part of Big Balloon. They could do
These sons of bitches.
They could do archways, they could do full like dinosaurs. Not even like balloon animal dinosaurs, like all the balloons would be put together to make a dinosaur.
So like one big mega balloon. Pretty
much. And they used to have these like little like plastic, like you get the little those little buckets that kids use at the the beach for sand. They take those things and they take the handle off and make it look like a planter and fill it up with like these little beads, and then they use the little sandbag things, weight down in and then they put the flower. They make a flower out of a balloon, and then you give it to somebody as a gift.
Sounds like you're really lobbying for balloons right now.
I don't see a problem. I mean,
with releasing a bunch of harmful, toxic garbage.
Think of it this way: if it had not been geese that made like Sully land his plane on the Hudson, and had it been like some kid's birthday party, then I'd be like, okay.
So you want to ban more than 10 geese at the sky at
yes,
one time?
That asks Sully. That's a problem. Whenever you
sure don't want to sully the good name of balloons.
I will not sully the Sully of the balloons.
So.
Good old so. Miracle on the Hudson.
Some mango
anytime I can bring Sully into a conversation, I want to from now on. Be like, would Sully have given up? If Sully had given up, those people would have died.
So
it would have been a harder water landing.
Do you remember? Okay, you're probably not going to remember this because I didn't remember it until I saw it on my Facebook. Like my Facebook memories from I think it was.
I don't have that.
You should.
I know I should, but I don't, and I don't know where to get it.
It's in your settings. But anyway, there was a conversation that we were at the bar one night, and we started laughing at some drunk dude that was outside and was having problems. And some dude came up to us and said, "Do you know who Joe Rogan is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you think Joe Rogan wants you to do with it right now?" It's like, "I don't know." He's like, "I think he'd want you to be a better person to him." I think Joe Rogan wants you to be a better person to that guy. And I was like, did we just get what would Joe Rogan dude?
Did that happen?
Yeah.
And what did we say? Do you remember what we said to him?
I don't remember.
I think it would have been hysterical laughing and get the fuck out of here.
It showed up on my Facebook memories, and I was like, this can't be a real thing that happened to us.
Oh, there's no way that person was not mocked terribly as they walked away.
I'm sure they were, but
been like, fuck you. That's what he would have said. Mind your goddamn business.
So yeah, okay. I have the conversation that was okay. So he's like, "Hey, do you know who Joe Rogan is?" "Yeah." "What do you think he'd tell you right now?" "I don't know. I think he'd tell you to be nicer to that guy." That was the entire conversation we had with some stranger when we were laughing at a drunk dude.
Which is what we do. You guys don't even know. You know Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets?
You are the only comment on that status, too.
And what did I say?
What he said to us was, "Be nice to a motherfucker." So either he was just speaking generally, or that Jesus-looking guy has an inappropriate relationship with his mom.
I don't recall this at all.
I don't either. It was, let's see, 2014.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah.
I do not recall that.
Oh, you don't remember a random conversation when we got What Would Joe Rogan Do?
I think I would remember that. Like, oh yeah, no way.
Apparently we would harass people so much that we just can't remember the last time we were an asshole.
No, yeah, I can remember that at all, but I like to think in another world we punched him in the face. Oh, the road not taken.
That road doesn't have balloon bans.
No, it doesn't.
Bans have been enacted in a handful of municipalities along the Jersey Shore, including Atlantic City. Where is it? Atlantic City, Margate, Ventnor, and Longport.
Is this Monopoly? What are you saying?
Yeah, right. No, they all impose bans of releasing the balloons, but the state is still
they're still up in the air. Oh God! I'm gonna slowly walk around the bases right now.
So the Balloon Council, the high-powered Balloon Council, by the way, has argued that the threat to wildlife has been blown out of proportion. Proportion. So although latex balloons can be found tangled in trees or littering beaches, they have not risen to the level of common litter like bottles and cans. It's like, okay, we're not murdering as much, so we're fine.
I think those balloons have gotten way higher than cans and bottles.
Like the number, you son of a bitch.
Because they're full of air.
You're full of air.
And it defies gravity.
You kind of deflated this whole story. In 1989, the State Assembly unanimously passed a bill that prohibited all but scientists from releasing more than 10 helium balloons a day. But the Balloon Council lobbied against that measure, which died in the Senate. So
you're talking like those Mylar balloons?
Balloons.
Balloons with helium?
Balloons. Any kind of balloons.
Because we used to make our voices funny with the helium, but apparently we were told not to do it with the Mylar because it was toxic.
Are those the metalish ones?
Yeah, the silver.
Yeah, they said those ones are super no-no because they can get caught in power lines and cause the power to go out. Which that makes sense.
That's fine. Fuck those balloons.
Yeah.
If you can't suck the air out of them and make your voice funny with them, I don't want them around anyway.
Yeah. Who wants to live in a world where a balloon just sits there?
I don't know.
Although I did get a balloon from my dad a couple weeks ago when he was in his facility, and that was like the only decoration in the room. He just kept it. So I went over there on Father's Day. He was just sitting there at the table. I'm like, "You're keeping this fucking thing?" He's like, "Yeah, it didn't deflate yet." I can go over there a month from now, and it'll be like an inch off the floor. He's like, "Still going."
Last time my dad was in the hospital, Pat and I brought him a gigantic baby foot. It said it's a boy.
I almost got him one that said, "Get well, Grandma."
The nurses are like, "Are you going into Cecil Nurse's room?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Figures." Because you can just imagine us walking down the thing with a big-ass balloon. Like, she just guessed. She just guessed we were going into that room. You can imagine what kind of patient my father is.
More like impatient.
What?
No, it did it. So with this ban that they want to have, what do you think the penalty would be if you release these balloons in the air?
Fine.
What would that fine be?
$2,000.
That's excessive. It's $500.
$500 fine?
Yeah. So if you buy,
you just factor that into your party budget. You don't have to worry
that's
about.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, oh, $500. I'm going to release 1,000 balloons and pay an extra $500.
Yeah.
It's called the cleanup fee. Great.
Here you go.
Clean this up.
Then
soon.
It doesn't even go to the cleanup fee.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, put it.
I'm just saying.
Put it in your.
If they did that, then they wouldn't have a problem. Stupid.
Yeah, why don't you just pay some ducks to clean it up?
Right.
It's not like they're doing anything.
Right. Bring it down, Sully.
Those are geese. Don't you besmirch the good name of ducks. All right, it's duck, no, goose. That motherfucker did it.
That motherfucker did it.
Get him.
Oh, God.
Do you like shopping at Target?
No.
Have you ever been forced to shop at Target?
Yes. It's a chick thing, in my opinion. Like if
shopping at Target?
I do. I think so.
Like just going to Target.
Chicks like Target. Guys like Walmart.
I think the thing is, anyone likes Walmart, but Target is very targeted, for lack of a better word, towards women.
Yes.
So
first off, Target doesn't have anything in my size.
I know, but if you need like a fucking lamp and you don't want to get a cheap,
It's
Walmart
right next
lamp,
to a Walmart.
I know, it's great.
It's yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I
when it's during the Christmas season, if you need to go in and grab like one or two things real quick, like wrapping paper and a bow, go into fucking Target because Walmart's could be slammed and Target's could be like, well, there's like 7 soccer moms in there.
Right. I'm just going in for shampoo, but look what I came out with. That's every fucking post I've ever seen. I came out with an entire, like Casio, I came out with an entire cart full of stuff. I just came here for shampoo. Well, it's called self-control.
Yeah, I can't, get the sales. Do you see this? These little things, like you walk in and like, oh, I use tea lights. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I do now.
Tea light the shit out of this place. Thanks, Target.
There's going to be one day, you're going to come over, and we're going to have a party, and it's going to be all tea lights. Or tights, as I call them. So, there was a North Carolina man who, he got himself in a little
No
bit of
care,
trouble.
man?
Yeah.
Let's shorten it up. We got time.
We got time,
we
don't get time. We don't have time. We have time for not having time.
But let's shorten it up. No come
In the DNC, the Durham, North Carolina.
Boom, boom, dirty north.
Allegedly, you have to say allegedly because, he hasn't been found guilty yet. He totally did it.
Allegedly.
He kidnapped a family at gunpoint and forced to take him shopping.
Okay, they went to Target.
A 29-year-old Roland Anthony Owens Jr. He just knocked on the door of a house at like first thing in the morning at 7 a.m. and asked for money. When the resident gave him money, he's like, "You know what? We should probably go hang out a little bit more." So he made the entire family get in the car, and was it a car? Was it? Yeah, it just says the family's vehicle. He made the dad drive him to an ATM and withdraw more money, and then he said, "You know what? Let's go to a convenience store." And then once they got done at the convenience store, made them all drive him to Target so he could buy a bunch of several bags of clothing and gift cards.
Evelyn, get the door.
I don't want to get the door. It's so early.
I know. Get the door. It might be important. Someone coming here early. It might be important.
Wow. Whoever has come over when it's this early?
Oh, my God, Evelyn. Shut the yapper. Just go and get the door.
Like, my parents, they know not to come over this early.
Well, what if it's your parents?
But they don't come over. They would call.
Well, maybe you left the phone. You remember you with that big butt of yours. You knocked the phone off the hook the other day. We didn't get a phone call all day.
All right, fine. I'll get the door. I'm coming. You know what? He's just going to keep on knocking.
Right, so open the door.
Well, he should be patient. Hello.
Get out of the garage.
Oh
Get out of the garage. Get out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What do you want? What do you want? I need to go to the store.
What store?
Evelyn, that's what you ask? You say, what store?
Well, I mean, I gotta go to the store too. Maybe he wants to go to the same store as me.
What store do you have to go to?
I have to go get any things.
You need things. What store do you want to go to? I want to go to the convenience store.
Oh, we can get a drink.
That's what you say? This guy's got a gun in your face and you want to go get a Slurpee?
Well, our coffee machine's not working. I could maybe get a coffee.
Why isn't the coffee machine working?
Because I don't know.
I'm sorry. Can you hold on a second?
It fell in the sink or something.
Point that gun somewhere else. We get it. You have a gun and you're going to kill us. Point the gun somewhere else.
Phil, don't tell him what to do.
I'm going to tell him he walks into my house with a gun. You shut your yapper. Going to walk into the house with my house with a gun. You want to aim the gun, aim it at Evelyn.
Why would he aim it at me?
Because you don't pitch in. I'm the one who's got to pitch in around here.
I was the one cleaning the coffee maker.
Yeah, and then you broke it. Now we don't have coffee. I would love to, Mr. Assailant with a gun, I would love to offer you some coffee, but unfortunately, Evelyn broke it.
But we're going to the convenience store.
Now we're going to go to the convenience store.
Yeah, we can get coffee. coffee.
All right, maybe if that's what did you want coffee? I could have a cup of coffee. Okay, well now we have to go.
Oh, see,
but
it
here's
worked
the
out.
thing, Evelyn, you don't listen. No,
I listen. He wanted coffee, so
yeah, I know.
with
But if
coffee.
we had the coffee here, then he would not have to take us hostage outside of our house and bring us somewhere.
Well, I had to start the day anyway.
You had to start the day anyway. Oh my God! All right, well let's get in the car. Slam. Tell you what, I just don't. Could you point that gun somewhere else? Listen, are we going anywhere else? Do you want to go anywhere else? I could actually go by Target. That's funny.
Philip, we could go to Target. I can get a new coffee maker.
You are too excited about being held at gunpoint,
I
Evelyn.
know, but I've been saying I need a new coffee maker all day.
Yeah, you've been saying ever
All
since
day.
you broke it.
Well,
You said, this happened. Let me tell you something. Point the gun somewhere else.
to be fair, you told me to clean it.
Evelyn, shut the yapper. I'm going to tell him the story. I tell her to clean it. I said, listen, the coffee's getting to taste like shit. And she's all like, blah, 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 blah.
That's not what who knew you had to change the filter?
Everybody. Did you know that? He's nodding yes. He doesn't want to answer. But yeah, thank you for being on my side.
I thought it was European.
You thought it was Europe, and in Europe, they don't have to change the filter. Europe,
They don't use filters.
they do use filters. They invented coffee. You don't think they use filters? Where do you think we got the idea for filters?
Because when you ship it over the seas, it's got to give filters, so there's no seawater in it.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Have
Isn't
you
that the
tasted
dumbest?
seawater in
He's
your coffee?
nodding. He's nodding.
Have you
You have
tasted
made
seawater
our
in your
assailant speechless with your stupidity, Evelyn.
Well, it's pretty early. I don't want to talk that much in the morning.
Yet you do. You have talked this entire kidnapping.
I don't think I have said a single thing today.
Where's he? Okay, he left.
Can we
he
still
left.
go to Target?
Yes, we're going to have to get a coffee maker, but I just want you to know that guy would rather get out of the car in the middle of traffic than ride with you to Target.
Can I go to the front seat now?
No, you stay back there.
That'd be the worst. The worst family.
The worst hostages ever. Could you shoot her? Could you shoot? Don't tell him to do that. Come on.
So yeah, he hit up Target. Fortunately, one of the victims managed to ask an employee for help, and they called 911. And
how did that go? Did they walk up and be like, yes, I'm looking for a coffee maker because I'm sick of being held hostage by my old one. Something with the K cups. Do you have anything like that, or can what do I have to call the police to get an answer?
I don't know if I could just pick one. I guess if you held a gun to my head, I could choose.
Oh, imagine that somebody is holding a gun to my head right this minute. You can't see it, but it's there. Which should
more metaphorically speaking, I would. You could go with either of these models.
Okay, well let's get the store security over here, and I'd like their opinion. They drink coffee. You know who also drinks coffee? Police. Police drinks coffee. And then meanwhile, the guy with the gun's like, "Wow, he's a really good shopper." Make sure you get a warranty.
I bet he reads Consumer Reports.
That's right.
Police were hanging out in the parking lot at the time they got the call, so they were able to just go, "Oh, hey,
we're here.
Could you fucking not?"
This is the police. Could you fucking not?
Oh, my bad. So he was charged with several counts of second-degree kidnapping and robbery with a dangerous weapon. He's also charged in connection with 3 other robbery cases, 2 of which involve kidnapping.
Went to the mall.
So he's gone shopping before.
One was to the movie. He wanted to see Captain Underpants.
Obviously.
Get the popcorn. Get it. Put the butter on it. Don't put it all over them.
At first, he probably took him to Chipotle because he wanted to bring a burrito in because he's super inconsiderate of others.
Terrible.
He probably like.
You are inconsiderate.
He went to the grocery store, picked up some fish, microwaved it, and brought it in there.
What, I want to sit and watch a movie with these people at gunpoint and eat a fish? What is that wrong?
You can't have cold fish.
What is wrong with you? You can't have cold fish.
What's your deal, man?
Crazy.
I just love that It's like, all right, yeah, give me your money. Yeah, let's go to the ATM, get more money. All right,
let's go spend that
all right,
money.
I need cigarettes and some shoes.
Some shoes.
He's like,
sitting there. And
he's like the husband. You got to come into the changing room with me. The wife, you stay out there because this is the men's room.
How does my butt look at this?
Okay, could you help? Could you zip me up?
He's sitting there with
zip me up?
He's sitting there with the gun. He's sitting there with the gun. It's like, do you like those shoes? Yeah, I like these shoes. We'll get up and walk in them so we can make sure that you think they're too tight. I mean, you're not going to grow into them.
You don't have to worry about wear and tear. You probably only get to wear them for like 30 more steps.
Because the cops are outside. It's something that's gonna make you feel good on the way to prison. Because they're gonna take your shoes from you.
And man, 30
you
years.
know what?
30 years when you get out, I bet these shoes are still popular.
I tell you what, just wear Velcro because they're gonna take your shoelaces from you anyway in jail.
And if you can find a way to hang yourself with Velcro, you know what? I will. Well, I'll be proud of you, son.
I'll be proud of you. Oh, he'll be proud of me. Idiot. Let's go shopping.
I love that. Like, of all the things you can do.
Technically, he probably could have held them hostage. I'm giving people the blueprint for this. Could have held them hostage, made them go on Amazon Prime, and would have been there in 2 days.
Or some items you can get delivered that day.
That day. You'd be like, wait.
Maybe it's in a test market where it get drone delivered. I need these khakis.
No, not those. These ones.
I want the loose fit.
With the color. I don't know. Give me 2 kinds of color. 2 different colors. No, why would I want the same color khakis? Let's go.
I want a normal one. I want red. Shut up! Don't ask. It goes with my Halloween costume. I'm planning ahead. Speaking of shoving poop up your own ass.
Oh, there it is. Poop dope.
I was gonna make
the
the natural. I was like, oh, you're going to prison again. Things shove up your ass, man. But I was like, you know what?
No, why start now?
We got to save time. We can't talk about all that. We can't go into detail about how things that goes to prison, things are going to get shoved up. But you keep speaking things that shoved
talk
up.
About poop top, you can might as well call it poping.
Is that where like you're having sex with her from behind, but you're wearing a funny hat?
Yeah,
and you're waving at her.
A
family?
miter.
Oh Jesus!
You're wearing a miter,
and you're doing it in a bay window, so you're surrounded by glass.
I was going to say in a glass thing attached to a car. Look at that guy. That guy's so poping right now.
Your head's out of the sunroof. I was like, oh my god, look, he's poping.
And when you finish, you say, "In omnia spiritus sancti." Oh my god, that guy's so poping right now. Get her.
Oh, man.
Power of Christ compels that ass. Anyway. This is where we lose Deb. This is where Deb goes click.
I think everyone goes click right there. We're trying to call the stupid hotline. You start hearing about poping. You're like, you know what? I don't need to talk about that. So, a microbiologist by the name of Lauren Peterson. What?
You got the right one when white smoke starts coming out of it.
No, it's like when you blow white smoke in her face. Oh. It's been a while, dear.
Call it poping. That's why I want it in Urban Dictionary now.
What's poping? Well, I don't want to know my search history.
It's complicated.
But I could draw you I could tell you the diagram. I don't want to draw it. I don't know the possession laws of that.
Check Leviticus.
There's a Venn diagram. It's right in the middle.
That's what Leonardo da Vinci was drawing with that guy with the hands out. Mm-hmm. He just never finished it.
Yeah.
Add a hat to that and it's done.
Yeah. It looks like he's doing jumping jacks. Yeah, he's poping.
He's poping.
So, Lauren Peterson, microbiologist. She is a pro-endurance mountain biker.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. She has discovered that most elite athletes in the sport have a certain microbiome living in their intestines that allow them to perform better. So it's not like they have the ability to have extra adrenaline or testosterone or like natural boosters. It's a microbiome that's living in their intestines, and it's called Prevotella, which
sounds like one of those medications that you see on.
Or it's like
try Prevotella if you have problems.
Oh, you're gonna have problems. It also sounds like it's like Italian iced flavor of Nutella.
Prevotella.
What's a Prevotella?
Put it on the bread. It makes it good.
It makes it good?
It makes it good.
Ooh. Prevotella for me then. And Prevotella light.
You all tired from pooping? Try the Prevotella.
I'm going to release 9 balloons in your honor.
Thank you.
9 white balloons.
It's a sequel to the song. 99 red balloons.
9 white balloons. It's a short story.
It's a short song.
It's a jingle.
We don't have time.
It's the jingle for Prevotella. 9 white balloons.
That's what they do. There's like a bunch of people like letting go 9 white balloons. And there's like 1 red.
Yeah. Prevotella helps 9 out of 10 people.
The red one, that's the bad guy.
Yeah, you just keep on bleeding out your anus. Sorry, we tried. We tried. It couldn't stop it.
Sorry, everybody.
So, Prevotella is it's thought to play a role in enhancing muscle recovery. She is a research scientist at the Jackson Laboratory for Genomic Medicine in Farmington, Connecticut. Or, the risk it's me shortening every single. Yeah, you've been there. And she heads up an initiative called the Athlete Microbiome Project, in which she compares stool samples of elite cyclists to amateur bikers. That's her job. It's like, hey, how often do you ride a bike? 4 hours a week? Let me see your poop. Hey, you, how often do you ride your bike? 300 hours a week? I gotta see that poop.
There you go.
I gotta see that poop so hard. And she's found that while it's a microbiome that's not typically found in American or European gut, it's not really found in American and European guts, but like
who's it found in?
Listen, she's got a very small sample size, but she's making some bold claims here.
Non-Americans, just non-Europeans.
That's what she said. It's not typically found.
Okay.
All right, but the thing is, she said in my sampling, only half of cyclists have Prevotella, but top racers always have it. So it's not even in 10% of non-athletes. So chances are you and I don't have it.
Probably.
You don't got a Prevotella.
No. Well, thank God.
So you know what you need to do? You need to poop dope.
Okay.
She's got some Prevotella in her own gut, but it doesn't occur naturally. She got it thanks to a fecal transplant that she administered on herself 3 years ago.
What?
That's right. She got the poop
It's
from
also
another.
known as shit swapping.
She human centipede herself.
What?
Except it was ass to ass.
So how did that work?
I mean, I don't think they like. All right, hold on. Like an inch lower. Just all right. Now push.
Okay.
You push,
Keep
and
going.
I'll think about what if I were a balloon, and I want you to blow me up with your poop.
That's terrible.
Or is it science? Or is it science, Patrick?
It's terrible science.
Or is it terrific science, Patrick?
No, I'm going to stick with terrible science.
Oh, have you shoved poop up your own butt?
No.
Well, then you're not a scientist.
Now we know. That's right. I'll never be a scientist.
I'm comfortable with that label.
I am too.
Hi, I'm not a scientist. Oh, you
They don't tell you after you get your diploma at MIT, the after party is just terrible.
That's why
you'll never be a scientist. I will say no to this.
You could be a dentist. What do you do with a dentist? You put other people's teeth in your mouth. All dentists have at least someone else's tooth. Just at least one. My dentist has been doing it for 42 years. Entire bottom row is children's teeth.
Can't eat celery, but stands by his decision.
But loves ants on a log. He just eats the ants.
Oh, God. I have nowhere else to go with this. What's next?
No.
There's more to it?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, my God.
She said...
Just when you think you're finished, here comes a little more.
Yeah. You're like, I just wiped. But no, there's more story coming out of her butt. So she didn't do it for performance-enhancing results.
No.
But she did it to cure a host of symptoms that have affected her since she was a child and when she contracted Lyme disease.
Okay.
So she had, I had no microbes to help me break down food, and I had picked up bugs in the lab where I was working because my system was so weak and susceptible. And I couldn't find a doctor who would help me.
No,
yeah,
really?
Since in the U.S., fecal transplants are only performed to treat serious cases of C. diff, which is a disease that causes chronic diarrhea. And we can go more into that in a second. You know,
thank God.
We're going to go into it right now. So, fecal transplant, why it's performed. It is performed as a treatment to recurrent C. diff. A complication of antibiotic therapy may be associated with diarrhea, abdominal cramping, and sometimes fever. If you're over the age of 65 and or have chronic illnesses, you may be at higher risk for having more severe infection. Diagnosis is based on a stool DNA test that detects the organism. And now here's the part that gets weird. No, but there's a section on here.
I was waiting for it.
You'll need to identify a potential donor prior to your fecal transplantation. Donors should not, and now there's a list of things that donors should not do, including have had any antibiotic exposure in the past 6 months, be immunocompromised, have had any tattooing or body piercing in the past 6 months, have any history of drug use, have any risk of high-risk sexual behavior, so they mean no gay stuff.
Hey, Bear.
Hold on.
Hey.
What?
You're probably wondering why I've brought you here.
Yeah.
To this really, really, really expensive steakhouse.
Yeah, there's a guy that died over there.
I know. I heard about that. This isn't easy to ask.
Oh, do you need me to pay?
No, I don't know. I've got it. Trust me, because I'm going to ask you a favor. Not like I need a kidney or anything.
Oh, good, because I definitely don't like giving things to people from my body.
Right. Oh, I was going to ask you, would you donate some poo?
What?
You heard me.
What do you mean donate some poo?
I have to have a procedure done. It's called Privatella, from the Italian for poo-seizure. And
sounds serious.
It is serious.
But you keep on laughing when you're saying it. So
it's not necessarily something that I would normally talk about. And I'm just so upset that I have to laugh just to, but with your help, I always said, you used to say you're my number one friend. Would you be my number two friend?
Another thing on here, you have any history of incarceration. So you can't go to jail and then get a poop transplant.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So
why should they have all the fun? Wait, what? Can't vote, can't get a poo transplant. America.
Keeping you safe.
That's right.
So, she admitted to thinking it was a bad idea at first.
No.
Because if not done with proper screenings of both parties, it could worsen a person's problems. So if you're just shoving people's poop all willy-nilly up your butt, it could actually cause some problems. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I didn't have to go to school to become a scientist to figure that out. Although I should have.
So, when they say you shouldn't have any antibiotic exposure in the past 6 months, do you know what she did?
Oh, God, what?
She took antibiotics to wipe out her own gut bacteria and essentially performed a reverse enema. So she did the one thing you're not supposed to do, and then did the other thing you're not supposed to do. Took antibiotics to clear it out.
Is it possible that she's crazy?
I mean, she decided to treat Lyme disease with shoving poop up her ass.
So the answer is yes.
It's debatable. There's not enough scientific data. She's like, I did it at home. It's not fun, but it's pretty basic. Is it basic? Is it basic?
Put down such a basic move, Becky.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, Lauren, what are you doing?
We were just getting Starbucks, and then Lauren decides to put poop up her butt.
Oh my god, what a basic move.
I know, like, she did it before yoga, like, it's gonna come out.
I was like, put down a tarp.
Seriously, we're in my car. She said that.
And it's a lease. Try to keep it nice, Lauren.
This is leather. Poop doesn't come out of leather. I found out the hard way. I didn't wear a skirt to the bar last week.
Should have caught me then.
Jesus.
It's all about planning and timing.
It was very cool in the car driving home, though. 4 out of 10. Would not recommend. Within a month, she began feeling better. She said, I had more energy than I knew what to do with. Like, everything just changed.
I ran a marathon just cause.
Her own success with the fecal transplant gave her an idea to start this project to studying cyclists. The success she's talking about is before her transplant, she was having trouble just training on her bike. Just months later, she said she was able to begin winning pro races.
Okay.
I don't mean to go there, but it sounds like she's full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She says it's too early to make any concrete conclusions about how the microbiome affects performance, but she's convinced there's enough to suggest it does make a difference. It's like...
Looking for some solid evidence. Right now, it's just a little weak and soupy.
There's a lot of corn in this data.
Looking for the proverbial piece of corn in the facts.
If you know what I mean. Oh, you mean like there's actual corn in this poop? Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Proverbial.
Provatella.
Kikadulio. I don't know what that means.
One adverse reaction to poping is you become a candidate for this procedure.
Both ends. You have to donate to someone else in front of them. And then take theirs.
The poping goes right into a human centipede.
It's a whole weekend.
There's
There's balloons.
Just make sure.
We're getting a big duck this year.
Only 9 balloons. We're getting a big duck. The real one, not that fake piece of shit. Not the knockoff.
And that's just how it works.
That's just how it works. Oh, Lord.
Speaking of that's just how it works, in Edmonton, police have issued a warning about a number of fraudsters posing as astrologers and psychic readers.
Okay, so something new.
Yeah, like there's people posing as fake versions of these. That sounds interesting.
Okay.
Police said that some people were reportedly led to believe they had been cursed with black magic or witchcraft. Like in one investigation, police said that an individual was convinced to pay up to $100,000 in cash and gold to have black magic removed from their life and to have access to their money.
Now, this is usually the time where you go to me for potentially an anecdote or a story. Oh, I have one.
Really?
Yes.
Is this a real one?
This is a real one. In junior high school.
All right, I'm hooked.
This one kid.
Juhai?
Juhai.
Same time.
There was a kid. I'm not naming his name. Not that he listens.
Paul.
No.
Steve.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. His name was Steve.
Got it. I can go through so many names.
Got really into witchcraft. Like, really into it.
Like, he wasn't just a huge fan of the movie Teen Witch.
No, he wasn't. He was...
Wait, was he not a fan of the movie Teen Witch?
I don't know. I don't know his Teen Witch stance. I imagine at that point in time he was probably a big fan.
I'm very pro top that.
He got into it, and he's always talking about people's auras, talking about this, that, and the other thing. And at one point in time, I made a comment about how I thought it was kind of bullshit, in which he put a curse on me. It said, at the end of time, I will have to sift through the rubble of the earth to find my soul. So I kind of have that still on me. Like, he never... like.
So I got plans. I can't
He ended up getting in trouble. Like, the dean pulled him in because I guess he said something to some kid and, like, cursed her or something like that. And she told. And then he got pulled in.
Excuse me? Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Trevor cursed me.
Trevor.
What
did you do?
I unlocked the power of Muatu.
What did we say about unlocking the power of Muatu?
Not in math class.
Not in math class. God damn it. That could have went so much longer.
I got you right away.
Because I'm like, now I got to mirror that, and I'm going to try not to laugh. Oh, not in math class.
No.
Damn it. Anyway. Power of Muatu. He doesn't pope, that's for sure. No, but...
No, he demigods.
Yeah, he Cthulhu's.
So the one leg up.
But yeah, he ended up getting in real big trouble, and he had to go around and apologize to people. And I never got an apology, nor did I ever get a
reversal.
A reversal. So I still got that on me. I
don't. This is a good sized table. I think we should get a bigger table.
Bigger table?
Yeah, just so I can sit a little.
Oh,
further
trust
away.
me. If you haven't gotten struck by lightning yet, I don't think you're gonna.
It sounds like you're gonna get struck by lightning, and I'm gonna probably get some blowback from it. It sounds like I'm going to be the person.
You need to sit. You need to believe in the power of Joe Rogan.
What would JR?
What would JR do? Yeah. Probably
JR. God almighty. It's him to me.
The power. Invoke the power of Muatu. Not in math.
Not in math.
God damn it.
So the Edmonton police.
This is why we can't do a live stage show. I would have been done.
Normally, it's me breaking.
Yeah, I know. The thing that I'm thinking about the earlier conversations. Do that in your own time, not in math class. You do that at gym, you can do it at recess. But we're talking about math right now, not Muatu.
Muatu knows long division.
Well, then Muatu needs to focus on it. Not in math class. Cast your spells on your own time.
Thanks, Mrs. Robinson.
You just go ahead. Stop being such a little bitch, Trisha. Muatu thanks you. Shut up, Matthew.
So, Edmonton police said that fraudsters often use fake names and target vulnerable people. Duh. Like, what kind of... Are there ever, palm readers, psychics, whatever, they're like, I'm here for the honesty.
There's a psychic. She used to be on the radio all the time. Her name was Irene Hughes. And my mom went to her. And she said some, she said some pretty, on the ball stuff.
Yeah, but that's all cold reading.
I know, but still. It's still impressive.
The heat wasn't even that high in there.
Yeah.
She was reading easily.
It's very comfortable reading.
It was 68 degrees reading.
I went to the haunted house at Dick and Dome. They used to have the palm readers, and they made me go over there. And she's like, "Make sure that you keep this to yourself. Don't tell anybody." Because it turned out she only had one bit, and would just tell everyone the same shit.
Like everyone's dad is named Frank.
Yeah,
and he misses you.
How'd she know?
Yeah, I guess his nickname was Frank. We called him Timothy, though.
Yeah, but his
Dad for short.
But you called him Dad for short. Oh my God, I did.
You know who else is a dad named Frank?
Oh my God, he did.
And he misses you.
And he misses me.
It's funny because when he jumped off the building, he said, "I won't miss you at all."
But now he's changed his mind.
It turns out the pavement like, you know what? I was wrong. My bad.
I need to go back in spirit form and let them know.
Speaking of my bad.
Sure.
A man in China tried to woo back his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend.
Woo her?
John woo her. Here's the thing, man.
All because he loved her chin. And her Lee jeans. But that was the wrong thing to do.
Got any more?
No, I'm good. Egg roll.
Jesus. Like I said, a drum roll. Egg roll, please. Just chewing on it. And then burping at the end.
Scrabbled.
Scrabbled?
Scrambled.
Why would
Egg. It's a scrambled egg roll.
God damn. So a student in the Henan University of Engineering in Shanshu, which is the capital of central Henan province, he decided to
Pro?
the Hepro. Ooh, she hippopotamus.
All right.
This is your fault.
I know.
Everything was fine until Muatu came in. Fucking ruined everything.
You invented Muatu. How dare you?
I invoke the wrath of Muatu.
Not that.
So, have you ever tried to win an ex-girlfriend back?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable saying what you did? Like, was it like a wooing, or was it just like in general? Come on.
No. Yeah, it was a little bit more of a come on, but unfortunately, it was around like a bad situation.
Okay.
Like, I didn't use it as like an excuse. Like, I didn't know we were gonna get back together, but then when we decided, it took some convincing.
Oh, so it worked. You got back together.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, good on you.
Yeah, we ended up breaking up again. Like, you figure if you date someone 3 times, and then like the 2 times before that you break up, you probably shouldn't go for a third.
Yeah, but you
might
get the walk though. Like, you can hit 2 foul balls.
Yeah,
you might
still
get on base.
Yeah, no. But anyway.
So this unnamed student, I think he's unnamed because it's so embarrassing. He tried to win back in his ex-girlfriend by, well, he needed a friend to help him transport all of this stuff to the sports field on campus. He had 99 of something, not Luft balloons. He brought 99 things.
Bitches? Problem?
No, they weren't one.
Okay.
What do you think he brought? He brought 99 things. It's something that you could hold in your hand. It may not fit in your hand, but you can hold it in your hand. He brought 99 of these to a field to profess his love to his ex-girlfriend, to win her back. He also had a cake and candles, but he had 99
bowling balls.
You are close in size, but not in matter.
Globes.
If it were more edible.
Watermelons?
Yes! 99 watermelons. That'll win her back.
Japan has a square watermelon.
Does it taste the same?
Mm-hmm.
Do they grow it in like a weird mold?
I believe so.
Because it's like those pears that you can grow in a mold that looks like Buddha.
Yeah. I believe so.
So he ended up drawing a huge crowd, called his ex-girlfriend. She didn't answer. He waited for 10 minutes for her to show up. She never did, but campus police showed up and said, "Get your watermelons the fuck out of here."
Get your watermelons the fuck out of here.
So his friend that helped him transport all this, they had a crowd of people going like, what is this?
I got these M80s.
What is this guy doing? He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone grab a watermelon. So everyone just took watermelons.
Free watermelon night.
They took watermelons and ran. Just, I don't know.
What was he going to do with the watermelons?
Profess his love,
I know,
obviously,
but how?
by watermeloning her. Maybe she's a big Gallagher fan. He's like,
so you don't know?
No one knows. They don't know.
Was he going to spell her name out, or was he going to...
I don't know. He the pictures that were shared, he just has a pile. Like, here's a pile of watermelons. Got you these. Good luck getting them back to the dorm.
Yeah. These are for you.
I brought you a chore.
I was going to say, you brought me a chore that I'm going to... Because they would have ended up the same way. Anyone want watermelons? Go for it.
No thanks. I'm good.
You're good. Now, come on. There's 99 of them.
Oh, there's 98. Tim stepped on one. God damn it, Tim. Which brought up this story brought up some other times when he's not the only person who has decided to give a large quantity of something and got fucked up. This is just in China. So, like in 2014, a programmer spent the equivalent of 2 years' salary to buy 99 iPhone 6s to propose to his girlfriend. He went outside of her office, stacked them in a heart shape that both of them could stand in. So he got 99 phones.
And then
proposes to her, and she's like, "No, I'm good." They were surrounded by people. Like there was.
So at the very least, because I had to look at the price. At the very least, he spent $297. Like it's the same amount
on the watermelons.
On the water, $297.
What are you basing it off
of? Of a $3 watermelon you can get at a grocery store right now.
How big is that watermelon? Is that like a standard
watermelon?
All right. So it's not as bad as spending 2 years' salary on phones to make a heart shape.
Yeah, no.
It's like if you had to choose between 99 iPhone 6s in a heart shape or a pile of watermelons, what are you going to buy and say, "I love you"?
Watermelons.
Yeah, definitely. You can shove them up your butt. In 2015, another man tried proposing to his girlfriend using a huge pile of lychees in the shape of in the shape of two arrow-struck hearts and the word love. That didn't work out. His girlfriend was stunned, ate one, and then ran away. So that's a sweet proposal there.
That's a lot. I mean, yeah.
And then in 2016, a university student confessed to his crush with a love song he wrote and 999.
What's with the number?
Pomelos. If you give here, I got you 4 grapes.
I want 100 watermelons.
Nope, 99. 100 is too many. They'd be overdoing it. We gotta think. We gotta be subtle about this. 100 watermelons? No. I got an idea. What about 99 watermelons?
Oh, you know what? That sounds better. You're right. 98, not enough. 100, excessive.
Yeah, this person used 999 pomelos, which is some kind of fruit that I've never had before. And the girl was like, "Nah, dude." As a bonus,
how much you Google that method and be like, "What's the success rate?"
What's the largest number of things you can present to a girl, and she'd be like, "I'm okay with this." Is 14 watermelons
5.
too much?
5 watermelons.
5 watermelons, 1 for each finger.
That's right.
So go wear like a glove. One of the articles I could only find in Chinese. Thankfully, I have Google Translate. Would you like to hear the Google Translate of this watermelon article?
Sure.
I'm going to do this with no accent because I don't want to be racist. Yo, man! No. Love is the best love of a person's life because there was no pressure at that time and there was not much material consideration. June 19, around 9:30 p.m., Henan Institute of Engineering in the Southern District Playground, a boy with a van pulled 99 watermelon placed in the playground to break up his girlfriend's seeking complex. The results of his girlfriend did not wait until the security uncle first arrived at the scene.
The security uncle?
Security uncle. Watermelon was the scene. Eat melon masses, looted and empty. Early, by the male friends of the opening, to tell you, brothers break up. I came to help him. Then the men play. In addition to watermelon, there's a cake. Mail to break up during the girlfriend to call, but for a long time not seen over. Embarrassing is that waiting for about 10 minutes, the woman did not come. The school security uncle opened a patrol car. After negotiations, security does not allow activities to continue, and the scene to ease the dissolution of students' onlookers. The scene was very embarrassing. At that time, the host announced, "We grabbed the watermelon, it!" Suddenly, onlookers began to snatch watermelon. A short while, all the watermelons have been robbed of the light. The little brother is obviously just grabbed the watermelon, the beauty of the dormitory. Some students said, "The original is before the fake people. This time really when a time to eat melon."
Time to eat melon. Really makes you think.
The watermelons have been robbed of the light. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What
Think about
article?
it.
What article did they write?
Praise Moatu.
Praise Moatu. Watermelons have been
Matthew,
robbed.
what do we say?
Not during lunch either.
People don't want to talk about Moatu while they're trying to eat their fries.
Moatu takes the light from the watermelons.
Yeah, okay, we'll eat the watermelon. Don't take the life from it. Just because it's seedless doesn't mean it doesn't have life. And it came that way. Your mom told me.
Finally, there's... it's just a quick story I have to mention. There's a hate crime charge that was... there's an attack in Boston. I'm so flustered by it because there's 3 New Hampshire teens who police say assaulted and yelled racial slurs at a popular street performer in Boston. It was a guitar playing bear. I just want you guys to know, don't you fucking do that. Don't you assault a guitar playing bear, you sons of bitches. Makes me want to blow up the world.
No, don't. They're still good in it.
Not if I have something to say about it.
Moatu, shut up. We're trying to finish the show.
I take the light from Bellins. So this is kind of a mix. It's a little bit of a stupid with a ray of light.
Oh.
Because the
It's
stupid...
a stray of light.
Ooh, I like that. And Joe might like this story. This story out of Fort Worth, Texas. There's an off-duty police officer who likes to dress as superheroes for kids' functions, was invited to Walmart as part of their child's safety fair. As you may or may not know, a movie that is recently on sale is Lego Batman.
Okay.
So this police officer who was dressed as Batman stopped a shoplifter from stealing Lego Batman.
Awesome. Batmanception.
I know, right?
Batception.
He
Hey,
followed...
you. Put that down.
Put what down?
Put down a Lego Batman.
I don't have a Lego Batman.
You do. You have a Lego Batman.
Sir, are you choking?
I am not joking.
Do you need your heart medication?
I pills. I hope to Moatu that you have an attorney.
Oh, you know Moatu?
Of course I know Moatu.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Not a fan of math.
No, hates math and lunch.
So he followed the suspect to his car and identified himself as an off-duty police officer.
Batman.
Yeah, baby. He eventually admitted to feeling...
You're stealing something, he comes out and I'm an off-duty. Get the fuck out of here.
I'd say probably one of the biggest contributing factor to Joe and I becoming friends is that the day Batman Begins came out on DVD, he dressed up as Batman, like he has the costume.
Right.
And it was when he was driving his Trans Am, so he parked the Trans Am outside, and he was dressed as Batman all day. And then I was working in the warehouse, and I didn't want to do anything, so I was just fucking around with him all day, like bringing him through the store so kids wouldn't harass him and shit. We just kind of hung out all day while he was dressed as Batman and I wasn't working. And then we became friends.
I remember, like, the first time I ever saw him in it was in, like, the bathroom at Saddle Up.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it was just a Wednesday. It was Halloween, I walked in, and he goes, hey. He goes, hey. I'm like, fuck. You know, like, hey.
Who's this weirdo talking?
I know. I didn't realize it
Why
was
does Batman
Joe.
have his dick in his hand and looking at me?
I think it was like after a while he had the beard, and of course he gets rid of the beard when he's in the Batman suit. And I was just like, "What? Why is this?" And then I realized that it wasn't until later he took the thing off, and he's just like, "Yeah, it's Joe." He's like, "What? I saw you in the bathroom. It looked like you didn't know who I was." I'm like, "Because I fucking didn't know who you were."
I'm sorry, I don't know who Batman is. All right. If he questions me, I'm going to say that.
Right.
But yeah, so for the past 4 years, this what's his first name? It's just Officer Cole. I can't find his first name. So, Officer Cole has dressed as various superheroes, and he meets children at events, in classrooms, and in hospitals. He said his aim is to familiarize children with police officers and show them they don't have to be afraid of people in uniform.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? But here's the good part. He has a nonprofit company called Heroes and Cops Against Childhood Cancer with the aim of improving the lives of children. He said that he visits children's hospitals in as many as 17 states, and he wants to reach all 50 states. So he kind of does
And then he'll be done.
And then well, cancer's cured. I just left Hawaii. You know what? Fuck it, I'm going to stay here. But yeah, he does the nonprofit to help, kids that are dealing with cancer. And so he also got to be a crime fighter at the same time, which is, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Got to dress up as Batman, got to be Batman while someone was stealing Batman.
Oh, Batman. Well, that's going to do it this week. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newsom42. At Hungry as a Bear. There you go, baby. And follow the entire DVM production at the DVMPE. Bear. You can find this podcast by going to Facebook and searching for Stupids Talking Stupid.
You can find all the other stuff we do on DVMPE.com. Hey, guys, we've got an official date.
For
what?
The
Potathon.
Oh, my God. What's the Potathon?
The Potathon's going to be an all-night Potathon. We're going to be broadcasting for about 24 hours.
About?
Well, we won't do the whole 24 hours.
Oh, no, yeah.
We are going to throw it to other countries.
The DVMPE will be broadcasting for 24 hours.
But we won't do 24 hours.
No.
I mean, we'll be around, but, whatever.
Yeah, in the chat for it, it's like, yeah, we're all going to be at Patrick's for 24 hours. I'm like, nope. I'm going to go home. I live down the street.
That's right.
Fuck y'all.
I'll come back in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm sleeping at home. Everyone's going to...
My own bathroom.
Right? Yeah.
You're all of a sudden, what? Yeah.
God damn it.
I got to quarantine the upstairs.
That's right. We're going to Bear's house.
No.
We're going to have everybody here. We're going to do a bunch of live recording of all of our podcasts for that week.
Yep.
Which is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some guests. We're going to be doing some...
We're going to have rotating guests. You can sit on the first 10 minutes.
And then have the next...
we don't know how long that episode's going to go either. That episode...
No, I've blocked off potentially 2 hours.
Let's hope a lot of stupid shit happens.
Right. Well, we're almost at 2 hours, and that much stupid shit has happened. So I think we'll be okay.
We got to... Well, we were saving so much time with the...
Yeah, right?
So...
We'd be 2.5 hours if we weren't putting stuff, making them shorter. With the abbreviations. But yeah,
why is that such a long word?
What? It's going to be July 21st through the 22nd, which is going to be a lot of fun. So you guys will tune in, I believe, on YouTube if you want to watch what's going on. And then
we'll have the recording for our episode.
Well, our recording will be available after the Potathon, but if you want to watch it done live, we're going to have a camera in our faces, recording us, while we're doing this.
So when you see us struggling to get through a scene without breaking, because no one wants to be the person that breaks.
And I mean, the only time we've ever done this in front of other people was at the panel at C2E2, and even that was weird.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to have. We're going to have 4 mics going. We're going to have people here. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Or something.
Or it's going to be something. We'll just say it's going to be something. But
hey,
we're
tune in for things.
Some different games that we're going to do later on. I think we're talking about doing some live improv after everyone's shows are recorded. It's going to be a good time. A whole lot of fun. Well, that's going to do it for this week. So stay tuned for that. That's going to do it for this week for Stupid Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Barrett.
And we'll talk to you later.
Buatu.